the weekend as a new exhibition shows topless models in more clothes than normal. We're asking, is it time for Page 3 to cover up? And we'll be turning our attention to the week's celebrity goings-on on Showbiz Spotlight. But that's all to come in a wee while. First, Jane, you mentioned the other day that your Ed's been banished to the shed.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, not banished, he just likes to visit now and again.
Right.
No.
Have you seen this new fancy shed?
Which one? Oh,
There's a new fancy down shed. There we go.
Yes, look at that.
That's not a shed.
It looks a bit
It's
odd,
called...
doesn't it?
It's called...
It's like a teapot, look.
It does, yeah.
It's an archipod.
An archipod?
Yes, apparently, and it will set you back around £15,000.
£15,000 for a shed?
For that lovely shed.
No, I think his Ed's shed is fine where it is. Bit of creosote in now and it's marvellous, I'm telling you girls.
What's he doing there?
Well, I don't like to think. Well, he's got electricity in there now, and he's...
This one has electricity.
Has it? Yeah. And he's got his own little workbench. In fact...
Got a workbench and a DVD in there.
It will have in there soon, I'm sure. You know, a little bed.
Now we know. And everything in there.
Yes, he has told me.
Crowded.
Yeah, he's now told me I've got to have my own shed, so I might actually get that one.
You can get his and hers one.
His and hers shed, because I've got the barbecue in there and the little, you know, the loungers for outside and things. And he says, I want all your stuff out my shed. I said, what do you mean my stuff? It's our stuff.
Yeah. Marvellous. OK. Now, dieters, listen up. A new aerosol's been developed that sprays particles of dark chocolate onto your taste buds to satisfy cravings. Its inventor says when you breathe the chocolate into your mouth, it dissolves immediately and coats the tongue and the taste buds. We taste it without chewing to get the experience of the flavour without eating a single calorie. I see what he did there. So, do you think this would work for us? Or, Linda, if you have one little bit, does it always leave you wanting more?
God, if you believe that, you believe in chocolate teapots, wouldn't you? No good for me at all, I'm afraid.
Why?
Well, I can't do that. It's one and all for one. It's, you know, straight down. Yes. Can't be a piece of chocolate, a whole bar. Don't drink wine anymore, but it can't be a glass, has to be a bar. And, you know, never mind a kiss. It would have no point in going the whole way. Sorry. Well, I haven't got time to spare now.
Once you can't, you can't stop.
Exactly.
Well, I don't really like chocolate, so that wouldn't do me any good. I don't really like it. But there are some things that the smell is so much nicer than the actual taste. But some things you can't resist. And I don't eat a lot of junk, as you know. But you know when you go to like the fair or to football games, and they've got those burger vans with those horrible burgers in, and the onions, it's the smell of the fried onions. I can't resist it. And I have to eat them.
It always makes me feel a bit sick.
I know,
don't like the smell of that
but the
at all.
smell, it reminds you of being young and being at the fair, you know, when you just used to eat things like that. So I absolutely cannot resist them.
But once you've, you know, you're quite controlled, really, in terms of, you know, the spray apparently is to... It satisfies your craving without meaning you eat the whole thing. I mean, you're quite controlled. You only have half an apple in the morning, don't you?
Yeah, but that's because I can't manage a whole one.
You don't have to put it all in at the same time.
I can't eat a whole apple, and I save the other half for the next day.
Oh, bless.
Because I drink so much fluid in the morning. But, yeah, I'm quite controlled. I used to be, you know, sort of eat one biscuit, eat the whole packet. But now, that just doesn't make me feel very good, so I don't do it. But I am kind of... I succumb to my taste buds sometimes, or my smell buds, if you like.
Yeah. No, you know, I don't eat chocolate anymore because I've had that hypnotherapy.
How long's that been?
It's been, nearly a year now, I think. And I've
Have you not had any chocolate?
Every now and again, I've tried a little bit just to see if it still works. And I've had to go and spit it out. It tastes horrible. So I've replaced it with Jammy Dodgers. Oh. And I now eat packets and packets and packets of biscuits until I feel sick.
You're going to have to have it done now for them, aren't you?
Yes. I've just replaced one with another.
Yeah, you see, I'm all right. I'm OK. I've got the cut-off point in mind. I can have one chocolate, whereas my mother, in fact, Mother, put them down. Just put them down now, walk away. If we open a box of chocolates, I can have... Yes, I know. There's a lot of people like this out here, isn't there? I can have one, and I can leave the box then.
Yeah.
But my mother, if it's there, it's like going, Jean.
That's what I
Eat
like.
me.
Tidy up,
resist,
eat the whole
resist.
packet, then they'll all be gone.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you say I'm all right with that. I can have one glass of wine, I can have one chocolate, I can have one kiss.
Oh, Jane McDonald.
Oh, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Carol, going back to what you were saying, you know, in terms of, you know, when you go to footy matches or fairs or whatever, and there's things that you smell that mean you can't resist it. Apparently there's a supermarket that has brought out, it's kind of like scratch and sniff stickers, because, you know, a lot of the supermarkets now, they sell flowers before they've opened, so you don't actually know what they smell like until, obviously, you've got home. So, I mean, would that work for you if you got to smell something first? And what can't you resist other than nasty, tacky,
Apart
smelling
from
onion
burgers.
things?
Well, you know, I was in Morocco recently, and, you know, when you walk into the spice markets and you just smell those spices, well, I tell you, because you don't realise that when you buy spices here, you buy, like, 2 or 3 grams or something, like tiny little, you know, bottles.
Yeah.
And we just went a bit mad, and we came back with, like, a giant carrier bag full of spices. You know when you think you only use a pinch of it?
Yeah.
You think, how long is it going to last? But because it's, like, in the kitchen, still in the carrier bag, the waft of it, it's like every time I walk into my flat now, it's like I'm in Morocco. I'm in a spice market in Morocco. So,
Are you
yeah.
cooking then?
Me? No.
No. None of that then.
No, Mark's doing the cooking still, yeah.
You see, I can't pass a chip shop if I smell fish and chips. Oh, it just lures you, isn't it? And you actually, it's
smell.
gorgeous. And you actually imagine the taste, don't you, of vinegar and salt on batter.
It's the batter.
See, I could do it now.
I could do it now.
Oh, a penny
We
worth of
used to
crack.
from the
Get
chip
some
shop.
scraps
Yeah.
on.
Scraps! Scraps! They call them up north.
Yeah, get
Penny
some
worth of
scraps
cracking
on.
down south.
Is that what they call it, crackling?
Yeah,
Oh,
crackling.
it's off pigs up north.
Actually, talking about things that make you want to eat, one of the things that was in health farms, I went to an amazing health farm once where they covered you in fruit, and I'd been starving myself for 3 days. Well, she's got this fruit on me, and I'm going... I thought, oh, I could eat myself.
I've heard that about you, Linda.
I know, I like it. But leather does it for me.
Oh.
Leather in new cars, that would make... The smell of new leather would make me buy a new car. You know, I could be like a new car. I could have a perfume and say, I could take you for a ride.
Oh, Linda Bellingham.
Well, you know.
I do know what you mean. I like the smell of new books. You know, when you go into a bookshop, it's all crisp and clean, and you have to furtively look around and go...
Have you ever been in...
on that.
Have you ever been in a shop that only sells cheese?
No.
That's always rather...
It's honestly, if you walk past them, they just smell of really bad trainers, like smelly feet.
worse.
But the smell is so delicious. I go in and then I buy loads of cheese and end up not eating most of it because I can't resist it.
You put it next to your spices.
Put it next to spices, and just like cheesy spices
Just
everywhere.
sniff Mark's trainer. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
Jesus
bring them in from the outside.
Cheese that smell like the camels, then you're really in Morocco.
Right, time to consign